Machinists! I'm going to go through some introductions. I really appreciate you all coming today. Standing room only. I knew I could count on you. Thanks for being here. The first person I'd like to bring up is Senator Maria Cantwell. She's been with us every step of the way. She stands on our side of the labor movement. She's with us, and she's bringing her support here for the IAM. Please welcome Senator Cantwell.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. And it's so good to see the men and women of IAM 751. 751. 751. 751. I want to thank all the men and women of labor who are outside supporting you, all the unionized members across our state. The state of Washington is the third most unionized state in the United States of America. And what does that get you? All the statistics show you that states with that large union population get the entire public better wages and better health care coverage. And that is why we're fighting here today, because in the last decade of this contract, the cost of living has gone up 30%, but your wages only went up 15%. So today we're here to say that a fair contract is about paying one of the greatest unions in the world, one of the leading manufacturing opportunities for the United States of America. Over 2 million jobs are dependent on this economy here in Puget Sound. You are the face of this company. You are the face of the opportunity to grow the middle class in America. But we only grow the middle class in America if we pay the wage that workers deserve for the great contribution that you have. This is serious. This is serious because there is a demand right now over the next 20 years for 40,000 airplanes. 40,000 airplanes. And this is the United States' largest export, is aviation. So with that demand and that economic opportunity, management should be able to see the faces of the men and women in this room who deliver the production of those planes and deliver a fair wage. Our Puget Sound economy depends on it. But I just want to warn these guys of something. Housing everywhere in the United States of America is expensive as all get out. We haven't built enough supply. I was in a key negotiation 5 years ago to get a bipartisan bill that would have built hundreds of thousands, up to 1 million units by now. But Donald Trump came in and squashed that deal. So even here, build housing. My point is this. Everywhere in America, we need more affordable housing. We need to drive the housing opportunities. So the best way to do that is build housing here in our state, increase these wages, and grow our middle class. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Cantwell. You know who was the first person to walk our picket line that was an elected official? It was Senator Cantwell on our picket line. supporting our members. The next person, the next elected official that was walking our picket lines was Congresswoman Jayapal. Please welcome Congresswoman Jayapal. She's always stood on our side of the labor movement with working men and women, and that's what we need right now. Welcome, Jayapal.
Machinists, how are you doing, machinists? I am so proud to represent the 7th Congressional District and to have stood on the side of workers every step of the way as I am right now with you. I am proud of the 33,000 machinists who are on strike right now because you deserve respect, you deserve dignity, you deserve a fair contract, fair wages, health care, benefits, and pensions. Now, I want to say a couple things. I remember when I first moved to Seattle, people would describe Seattle as a Boeing town. And people would say if Boeing sneezes, Seattle catches the flu, right? And we have people here who have had generations of Boeing workers helping to make Boeing a quality company. Generations of workers who have been proud of the work that you do every day to build quality planes. Generations of workers for whom the job is not just a job. It is actually about everything else, being able to take care of your families, being able to have good homes, being able to have middle-class jobs that actually allow you to have dignity and respect, and delivering that quality product. Now, what's happened over the last 20 years, over the last 10 years, over the last 10 years? For 16 years, you have not had an actual contract negotiation. 16 years. And your pensions, your defined benefit pension plans were squandered away by the company. And every single time you argue for fair wages and fair benefits, it seems like there's no money. But every single time a CEO gets a golden parachute of $32 million, there seems to be enough money. And let me tell you something else. Every time $68 billion of money went to stock buybacks for the wealthiest shareholders, there was plenty of money. There was plenty of money. There's a new opportunity here because you all had the courage to go on strike. And from talking on the picket lines with you all, I can tell you this. People care deeply about the jobs they do. That's the workers I've talked to. Everyone is proud of the work that you do. And what you are fighting for today is not only your job, it is not only for your family, it is not only for the generations of workers that are coming after you, it is actually for the safety and security of the United States of America. And so what you have done today, what you have been doing for the last several weeks and going on strike, is you are showing what it looks like to stand up and demand the respect, the wages, the benefits, the pensions that you deserve. Because there is no company in the world that can be successful without the labor of the workers who make the planes that people fly. So this is historic. This room is packed. There are workers outside supporting you, and I'm proud to have led 30 members of Congress who wrote a letter also saying you deserve a fair contract. Get back to the table. Let's negotiate that fair contract. Now here's the last thing I want to say. Here's the last thing I want to say. There's a new guy in town, a new CEO. He has an opportunity to do the right thing. He has an opportunity to turn this around and to actually give you the contract that you deserve so that we can get back to building quality planes, so that you can get back to doing your jobs, so that the United States of America can continue to have the most sophisticated quality company in the Boeing company that it has ever had. That is what we need back again. Let's make Seattle a Boeing town again. Let's make it right for workers to get what you deserve. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Congresswoman Jayapal. So, I am Western Territory General Vice President Gary Allen. Now, Gary's been with us every step of the way. He ensured that we had the Membership Bill of Rights in our Constitution to make sure we got to expiration of the agreement. Gary's support has always lifted us up. His leadership has always lifted 751 up. I want you to welcome General Vice President Gary Allen.
Any fighting machinists in this place? That's what I want to hear. Let me ask you a question. We've been in a month. Are you ready to continue to fight? You know, brothers and sisters, when I'm out on the picket line, I ask to everybody, what is this strike about to you? Okay. And they tell me about pension. And they tell me it's about good, decent paying jobs to be able to take care of your family yes, it's about taking care of your family, putting a decent roof over their head, to be able to buy a house, to be able to send your kids to have a good education, to put food on the table, and to live the American dream. And that's what you're fighting for, is the American dream, brothers and sisters, all the way. We deserve to have dignity in retirement, don't we? The corporate CEOs do, and we deserve it as well, brothers and sisters. You know, one thing that doesn't get a lot of press, I'm just so proud of your leadership, John and Richard and the whole negotiating committee. They are not only trying to take care of all of your needs, they're trying to improve the process so we have safer planes in the air. And they've done that to the extent, you know, we have to save Boeing from themselves. We all know that. One day longer. One day stronger. One day longer. One day stronger. And brothers and sisters, in closing, I just want to call on Boeing to stop all the scare tactics and the intimidation. It doesn't work. In fact, it makes us stronger is what it does. Come back to the bargaining table and settle the issues at the table where they're supposed to be, with respect and dignity. One day longer, one day longer. One day longer. One day stronger. We're going to win this, right?
Yeah! Thank you, Brother Allen. You know, it has been awesome to see the labor movement come around and support us on every picket line. And today, I am honored to have the leader of the Washington State Labor Council, President April Sims. So April took it upon herself to fundraise $75,000 to help support our members on the line who might need a little bit extra. I'm proud of her leadership, I'm proud of her friendship, but I'm more proud of how she supports you all. Please welcome President April Sims.
Hello, Machinists! this? It's like a party in here. Thank you for that introduction, John. Like John said, my name is April Sims. My pronouns are she and her. I have the privilege of serving as president of the Washington State Labor Council, AFL-CIO, which is the umbrella labor organization in our state, representing more than 600 locals and over 500,000 unionized workers in every industry, sector, and corner of this beautiful state. And every single one of those workers has your back. I'm proud. I am proud to be here today to share that support with you, the fighting machinists who are holding the line. You all know that striking is hard work and it's brave work. It takes courage to face down one of the biggest corporations in the world and demand the dignity and the respect that you deserve. It takes courage. It takes courage to fight for a contract that respects your skills, your talent, and the value you bring to this company. So let's be clear. Let's be clear. Without the machinists, there is no Boeing. Your labor builds these planes. Your labor builds their profit. Without your blood, your sweat, your tears, and your sacrifice, there is no Boeing. And here's the thing, the company knows it too. That's why they're working hard to sow divisions in your ranks. That's why they are trying to break the unity of this strike, because they know the power you have when you stand united against Boeing. And I've heard that Boeing is claiming poverty. I would suggest, and some might agree with me, that any problems the company has are self-inflicted. $68 billion for shareholders, and they can't give you your due? That sounds like some bullshit to me. That's right. That's right. And listen, here's the thing. Boeing knows it's bullshit too. They owe you for your more than 16 years of sacrifice. And it's time for them to pay your due. And here's what I want you to know. I want you to know that workers all over this state, workers all over this country, and workers all over the world are watching you right now. They are looking to you for leadership and guidance to show them the power of the workers. So flex your power, machinists. Flex your power, not just here, but on the strike lines. Every day, flex your power. Keep true to the values of unity and dignity that underpin your strike, and stand together. Because united, we cannot be defeated. The workers united will never 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 be defeated.
Thank you, April. That was awesome. Next up, we have leader of a union that we've been out to support, and they've supported us. We have business manager of IBEW Local 46, Brother John Bagsby. Now, he just got off of a big strike. So he knows what it's like to be out there on the line. And those in the labor movement rallied around to support. But sometimes it's lonely out there. This brother knows what it's like, and he's here to support you. Please welcome Brother John Bagsby.
Good afternoon, Machinist family. How we doing? All right. I am John Bagsby, proud card number A112428, proud, born and raised in Seattle, proud to be the son of Machinists. My father, William James Bagsby, was a member of this union for 29 years, died on... He died on August 28, 1991, on the way home from work from Boeing at the Everett plant. So, to be honest, this is personal and professional. Everything that I stand for, everything that I have, comes because of his hard work. I was born into the labor movement. Mother was a unit school teacher. My father, like I said, but that's the foundation that I stand on. So this is personal, this is professional, and this is everything. This is everything. Now, like John said, I'm the proud business manager of IBW Local 46, represents over 6,200 electrical workers across 4 counties. Many of you know of our limited energy unit that went on strike. Yes. A small sample of the proud 1,023 members that went on strike for 10 weeks. 10 weeks, the first strike Local 46 has had in 50 years. They held the line. The only reason why they were successful is because all of labor stood together. Like John said and like April said, all of us stood together. Without you, they would not have reached the largest and most successful contract they've ever had in their history. That's because of you. And now we stand together. Now we stand together. All of us or none of us. All of us or none of us. All right? I'm proud. Our limited energy family back there are proud that you adopted our saying, as we said, one day longer, one day stronger. One day longer, one day stronger. One day longer. One day longer. Yes, that's what it's all about. When you feel tired, when you feel like you can't go on, when you feel like those bills are piling up, right, and your family tends to wane a little bit, that's what it's all about. The most powerful force on the earth are the workers, and that's you. You have all the power. You have all the power. Losing your pension, I'll never forget that day. My father's been gone a long time. Felt his spirit roll over in the ground. For everything that he gave to support us, for me to be here and my family to be here, and to have that lost. When you lose something, it's hard to get it back. But nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. My father told us everything seems impossible until you do it. You just need to do it. So look to the person to your right. Look to the person to your left. Look behind you and all the other hundreds of people outside and all the other thousands of people that are on strike with you. That's what it takes. All of you stand together. So in closing, always remember, they will always have more money than us. But in the history of this planet has been what? About us. One day longer. One day stronger. One day longer.
know, sometimes it feels like you are alone, but we are not. District 751, we've got a partner in this down in Portland, District W24. Where are you at? Together, and my brother from District W24, President DBR of District W24, Brandon Bryan, is here. So we're at the bargaining table together, fighting for our members, and I wanted him to address you so you know we're not alone in this. We're in this together. Welcome, President DBR, Brandon Bryan.
I bring you greetings from the strongest strike line down there in Portland, Oregon. Can I hear it? We may be strong, we may be small, but we are mighty down there. And we know who is really mighty out there. That's the mighty 751. Now, the theme of our negotiations, the theme of our strike has been our future, our fight. And this is the first time that we've had a chance to fight the Boeing company in 16 years. Are you ready for that fight? Are you willing to keep fighting? We're going to get this done. There is a future ahead of us. It's our future, our fight. There is a future ahead of us. That future at the Boeing company has to include the machinists. Am I right? Yeah! It has to include the IAM. Am I right? Yeah! There is no Boeing without the IAM. Yeah! They will not build one single plane or one single part without the IAM. Is that right? Yeah! Now you heard the chant, one day longer, one day stronger. That's not just a phrase. That is showing solidarity. That is showing strength. That is showing the power. And that power only comes from each and every one of you, the workers out there that do that work, that do that labor. It comes from you. And I want to say thank you for that power. Thank you for that strength. There is nothing that your negotiating team can do at that table without you. You've given us a directive. You've given us your passion. You've given us what you want. We're going to go out there and fight for you and fight for you and fight for you. The say is yours. When that comes to a vote, it is your say, your power, and you can tell the Boeing company if that's good enough or not. All right? Now, the theme of this rally is there's no Boeing without the IAM, right? But there's no Boeing without our workers, and the IAM is workers. The IAM is our membership. We've changed the rules back with the Membership Bill of Rights. You see it out there on that wall right there. We changed the rules in the IAM to give the power back to the workers. That's where it belongs. That's where it's going to stay, and that's the power that gives us the right to go negotiate a contract that is good enough for you, right? One day longer. One day longer. Are we going to get this done? Yeah. Are we going to win? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we got a couple minutes left. In closing, I want to say, Machinists! You know, I want to thank you all for coming down here. I know it's not easy to get down here, but now that you know where the Seattle Hall is, we've got a lot of picket lines right around here. Yeah! I want to thank all our guests, elected officials, those that stand on our side of the labor movement. Believe it or not, this contract battle started in 2011 when we were threatened by Boeing to take the 737 MAX production somewhere else. Let's not forget. You can boo for that. Let's not forget the sacrifice that IAM members made to secure those jobs for ourselves and for everyone else. Then Boeing threatened to take the 777X production somewhere else. Unless we gave up our pension, stagnated wages, took a massive cost shift on health care. Let's not forget the sacrifices our members have already made to secure the jobs right here in our communities for our members, those that follow, and everyone else. Pension! Pension! Members have been preparing for 10 years to address the overreach since 2014. IAM members from District 751 and W24 are tired of sacrificing for this company. Aren't you tired of that? Yeah! Even when Boeing received the economics that they demanded, they squandered it with stock buybacks and then sending money back to the shareholders. Let's not forget it was Boeing that has undermined its own manufacturing system for short-term gains, right? Yeah! They manipulated their stock for a quick buck. Yeah! They have moved away from a strong engineering company with a priority of manufacturing safe, quality airplanes to focus on manufacturing stock buybacks. Bargaining is hard work. You can't quit when it gets tough. Both sides need to be at the table to reach a negotiated resolution. Sending offers to the media without negotiating will only move us farther apart. Boeing needs to stay at the table, do the hard work to reach a resolution. Some have said that we should walk away. I care too much about this membership to walk away. The IAM will never walk away. We will do what it takes to get a fair agreement. Bargaining in the press. Bargaining in the press is not the answer. It's not going to work. Boeing will never drive a wedge between our members in this union. The charges they filed are laughable. They had the audacity to claim that we were bargaining non-negotiable items. Well, who are they to say what we can negotiate? You know, when Ortberg took over, we couldn't hold him accountable for the threats, attacks, the jobs that were lost over the last 25 years. But everything he does from that point forward sticks to him, reflects on him. He has control and direction of every decision that's made after that, every decision to walk away from the table, to bargain in the press, to try to avoid this leadership. That's on him. He has the ability to reach an agreement. As the pressure mounts, as losses grow, it's time he brought himself to the table. Do the hard work at the bargaining table. It's our members' intensity that we will channel at the bargaining table. Let's not forget it's this union's power on the picket line and that intensity that we will channel at the bargaining table that will win the day. The power, your power, is the wind in our sails. We draw our strength from this membership. We know this, and so does the company, right? We will be successful. Our members' voices will be heard. We will get back to the bargaining table. We will work to improve the last offer we saw from the company, and you will decide if it meets your needs. This is about our future, the future of our communities. We have already won. We've come so far, it's time to finish the job. We will send a strong message to the company, and we will prevail. Brothers and sisters, stay the course. Stand up for each other. Stand strong on the picket line. There is no Boeing without the IAM. One day longer. One day longer. One day longer. Thank you. illegally parked, you might want to move your car. Thank you.